Industry standards could be making your customers mad at you from the start. The CEO of Singula Decisions explains why and how to start a more harmonious relationship. Let's get started. This is Colin Dixon with nScreen Media, and I'm speaking with Bhavesh Vagalia, who is CEO of Singula Decisions. And Bhavesh, I know we're going to be doing a live webinar on August 10th at noon Pacific, a free webinar on this research that you've done recently on the psychology of the subscriber, and we're going to be talking about the acquisition part in that webinar on the 10th. But I wanted to get to my listeners and my readers some information that I think they can use right now, which is about credit cards. When you ask for somebody's credit cards. So first of all, give us a quick spotlight on how you did the research and what the research is covering, and then let's talk about this credit card issue.
Yeah, no problem at all, Colin. So over the last, I guess, 2 months now, we've been conducting some real detailed research with, consumer focus groups, both in the UK and the US. But because of COVID, we've been doing this virtually over 20 days. But fundamentally, the key premise behind that is we really want to understand the psychological drivers, the emotions, the actual feelings that consumers go through at every single stage of the customer journey when they sign up to a subscription service. And it's that knowledge that can really help operators and brands think about each stage and how you interact with their customers.
Right. So, and what you found was that when you ask for credit card details is critical because, well, I know I've been asked for credit card details when I was going to sign up for a free trial, and I have stopped. I've not signed up for that free trial. So it clearly has a big impact. So tell us what you found.
Yeah, I think, you're not the only one. A lot of people go through that emotion when you've been asked for the credit card, right? So, let's just think about that for a second. You're about to sign up to a free trial on an OTT service. And one of the first things they ask you for is your credit card details. It's almost like turning up to your first date with an engagement ring. It's that kind of concept. So what kind of emotions do you go through? Well, for a start, some of you may feel angry because actually that the brand is half expecting you to forget to cancel. So you're going to get billed further down the line. You may feel a little bit unsafe because actually you're taking a little bit of control away from me. You get suspicious. And for some, you kind of feel a bit invaded. And those are just some of the emotions and the kind of emotional triggers that these consumers were expressing when they were talking about the moment the brand asked them for a credit card in a trial moment. So the question really is knowing those traits and trying to alleviate, because this is about removing doubt at the point of signing up. And, removing doubt doesn't mean you can't ask me for my credit card straight away. You've got to try and tease that kind of information over a period of time.
And even if you get me to sign up and you ask me at the wrong time, that sort of sets the relationship up on the wrong footing from the very beginning, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You just think you're kind of going into that relationship. If you want to sign up to a service, you actually want to watch that content. You're excited to do it. You're excited to get involved. And it's part of the fundamentals of psychology is you want to feel part of something. You also want to feel connected, right? And that's one of the drivers why, you want to kind of consume content like your friends do, or your colleagues do, or your family does. So you've got that positive mindset when you're going into signing up to a service. And as soon as you ask for a credit card, that positive mindset gets kind of shifted back and you become a little bit nervous about it. We all experience it, like when we go and buy a product from an e-commerce website. You would go on there multiple times, and as soon as we have to pay for it, we stop, right? It's human nature. It's exactly the same thing. And, so you're getting a whole bunch of customers signing up to a free trial who have given you a credit card. So by the time they actually are a paying customer or consuming their content, they've already got a negative start. And that's not great for a long-term relationship with a consumer.
Right. So what should subscription services be thinking about doing about that credit card? Should they just not ask at the beginning when they're doing the free trial, or how can they cushion the blow?
Oh, that's a fundamental mindset shift, right? Think about it this way. It's almost like when you want to cancel a service and you make it as difficult as possible to cancel. It's that kind of mindset. We all know why brands do it. because if by giving credit cards up front, you almost capture all that in case for the people that forget, you can build something away. It'd be interesting to see, and we've started to talk to our customers about not asking for credit for the credit card in the trial at all. Let a customer sign up, let them consume, because actually that emotional state becomes incredibly positive because they're getting something for free. They're getting the ability to experience your service. Now, assuming that you do a good job with that experience, then they are more readily going to give you their credit card when they want to move on to the next stage, which is become a paid customer. So that's one radical way of considering it, which would certainly help the consumer's emotions. The other way is to ask for the credit card halfway through the trial or during that process, so not straight away. Get you consuming, get me happy first before I go and ask for a credit card. So it's about the timing of doing that. And you already know by what you're consuming and what you're watching whether a customer is engaging or not. So if they're engaging, that's the time to ask them for the credit card because they're already emotionally happy about the service. If they're not engaging and are not watching content in the trial, then don't ask for it then.
Yes.
Wait till they're using it, right? So it's those kind of things because the data is available to be able to react in real time. So it's thinking a little bit differently about the behavior of your subscribers.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we'll be talking a lot more about this subject on August 10th at noon. And I can tell you, reading through the research, I learnt a lot. So, and what's more, I feel like the information that we're going to give people is really actionable. They're going to actually be able to do something that will improve their performance. So we will be talking again on August 10th. So thanks for spending a few minutes catching us up on what to do about credit cards.
No problem. Thank you, Colin.
And as I say, why don't you sign up? You can come to the nScreen Media website and sign up for that. And we will see you there. Thank you once again, Bhavesh. This has been Colin Dixon, and we'll see you again next time.